Hello everyone and welcome to Creative Lesson Learning MATLAB and GNU Octave. In this tutorial we will learn the basics of MATLAB. If you are not using MATLAB then the alternative is GNU Octave, which is very similar to MATLAB. If you learn MATLAB you learn GNU Octave. So let's get started. MATLAB is used in the field of research and development. It is an interactive system and programming language for general scientific and technical computation. When you open MATLAB, this is the screen you'll get. This is MATLAB desktop environment. At the top, we have a set of tabs. We have home, we have plots, and we have apps. These three tabs are always there no matter what you are doing in MATLAB. For that reason, they are called global tabs. The Home tab is where you perform your general purpose operations like creating new files, importing data, managing your workspace, and setting up your desktop layout. The Plot tab is where you create MATLAB plots. The Plot tab displays a gallery of plots available in MATLAB and any toolboxes that you may have installed. Then we have Apps. This tab it is the place where you go to run interactive MATLAB applications. Some of these applications come from MathWorks and you get them automatically with toolboxes you have installed. The Apps tab presents the gallery of apps that you have installed. You simply click on the icon of your favorite app and that app starts. Okay, so given all the cool stuff, let's minimize this and talk about MATLAB Windows. We have three windows in MATLAB. This is the command window, then we have current folder, and then we have workspace. In command window, we give commands to MATLAB. It is like a super calculator. We can create variables, do plotting, do derivatives, and all kind of math stuff. The current window is where we access our files. It helps in keeping track of previously made files and projects. The workspace window shows all the variables that have been initialized in MATLAB. Workspace stores everything in the form of metrics. This is because MATLAB understands only in terms of metrics. We have another window which is not normally on screen in newer versions of MATLAB, and that is command history window. To access it, we will go to home, then we will go to layout, and then we will go to command history and we'll click on docked, and this is the command history. It shows the commands that have been used. This helps to keep track of our commands and their respective outcomes along with time. So let's first concentrate on the command window. So when working on a new language, the first program we make is of displaying hello world. And in the command window, this symbol that you see, the two arrows, this symbol is called the prompt, and whenever it appears it means that MATLAB is ready to receive commands. When MATLAB is busy in executing something, this symbol will disappear. The for displaying hello world is disp, and then we open brackets, then single quote, and then we write hello world, and then another quote, and then brackets closed, and then we press enter. So we got the hello world. Congratulations, you have created your first program in MATLAB. The output appears in command window itself. Now you see it appears in the command history window here. Use up arrow key on keyboard to show the last commands used. Like that, I got the last command and I again enter and I got hello world again. We try this in case we make some mistakes in commands. It is beneficial as we don't have to write commands again. It saves a lot of time. Suppose we make a mistake. Let's say I remove one quote from here and I press enter. Now you see I got an error. The error says that string is not terminated properly, and And MATLAB shows us this arrow which pointing towards the quote, saying that a quote is missing or there is a problem in this quotation. So this is how MATLAB responds to errors. MATLAB is very user friendly and its compiler helps greatly. Now the commands have made my window look messy. So to clear them we use the CLC function and press enter and we got everything cleared. And you can see to the right in the command history that everything is being saved. Whatever I wrote here is being saved with the time here. So it is very helpful. So the command history is very helpful. I can drag it from here to put it here and I got CLC, or I can use the up arrow key as I mentioned before. So now the window is cleared, we can begin with variables. A variable is a location which stores temporary data within a program. This data can be modified, stored or displayed whenever needed. Let's create a variable and call it x, and we will assign it the value of 6. Now you see MATLAB works like Python. We don't have to define the type or class of variable it is. MATLAB will automatically recognize it. Now take a look at the workspace window. The variable x has a value 6 in matrix size 1, 1. You can look at the class shown by the logo here. But we can right click here and click on class. And we got the class double. Now you're wondering what is double. Well, if you're a programmer, you might know it, but if you are a novice learner or a programming language learner, well, let me tell you, a double is a class which can contain value in decimals too, whereas integer stores only a whole number. So now let's create a string variable and we'll call it y and we'll assign it the value of creative lesson in quotes, single quotes, and press enter. And you can see in the workspace that the variable y has a different logo. It has a logo ABC. This is because its class is a char. Char is short for characters. So MATLAB decides what kind of class is required for the data. Now let's have some fun with variables. Let's multiply x by 3 and you know the answer, it is 18. If we look at the workspace, we see ANS variable, which is the short term for answer. MATLAB creates this itself to show us the answer. Now let's change the name of x. We right click here and rename it and we will call it xy and press enter. So now we have renamed it. Now let's go back to command window and we multiply x by 3 again and we got an error and it says that undefined function or variable x. Well, it is saying that the variable x is not known. It hasn't been defined, and this is because we have changed the name of the variable, which was x. Now we have renamed it to xy, and let's try with xy and multiply it by 3 and we get 18, the answer. So the variable x does not exist anymore. We can also delete a variable. We just have to right click on its name and delete it from here. Now if we display that variable xy and enter, and we got undefined function or variable xy. So this is how the variables work in MATLAB. So basically, if you want to work on any commands which contain variables, they have to be in the workspace. In programming language style, we say that they have to be defined first. For clearing out all the variables from workspace, we just simply type clear all in the command window and enter, and we got everything cleared from the workspace. Now you can practice all the different mathematical ways such as addition, multiplication, and creating variables, and further explore the program. If you are the user of GNU Octave, then it won't be any different for you. It shares the same syntax and commands. Keep practicing to increase your grip on MATLAB. So we come to the end of the tutorial. In this tutorial, we learn about MATLAB menus, tabs, and created variables and learn how they work. If you want to further your experience, go to Home, then go to Help, and click on Documentation. So this is the documentation, and you can click here, and then you can learn about getting started, desktop basics, and this will help you in your struggles. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next tutorial on matrices, and goodbye.